Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. This is another live mini reading session. And for those of you guys who are just popping in right now, yes, I still have spots left. So if you're interested in receiving a reading, just comment below or comment here in the chat, and my assistant will help you make sure you can get a reading. So first, I just want to confirm that you guys can hear me because I'm like on a different phone right now. So type below if the signal is good, if you can hear me. Just be like, yeah, it's good. If you guys help me out and confirm that you can hear me and that the signal is good. Okay, thank you so much, Ganesha, and thank you, Lumi. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next person. If anyone's interested, I still have spots open. Just a couple more spots left. So who's the person?
Indiana Guy 22.
So Indiana Guy 22. That one. Okay, so basically Indiana Guy, what's been going on with you is that you just feel stuck in this job and in this situation, and it's like barely enough to pay the bills, and you just feel like you are a slave to the man right now, and you are really wanting to find a new job, but just finding the energy and the strength after all of the abuse that you're receiving at this job has been really difficult for you. And so you're just wondering, am I going to get the energy and strength to find a new job? Will this new job give me like a good amount of money so I can live, you know? That is the game when it comes to the man, you know? I saw this meme and it said, you know, you go to school, you pay money to go to school so that you can get a job that will pay you money. And then you buy a car so that you can work, so you can get to work. And then with the money from the job, you got to pay the car, and then you got to pay the student loans. And then it's just like, you know, basically the system is just so messed up. It's just so messed up. And I remember when I got to a point in my life where I realized that I had been working the same job for 13 years, and it was just exhausting, and I just felt like a cog in the system, you know? So, you know, we're gonna pull some cards for you and see what the potentials are. But I want to remind you that nothing ever just like happens to you in this life. I mean, yeah, sometimes, but you know, you are what's happening to life. Your thoughts, your actions, your intentions, your visions, that's what creates your reality. And so here is the fox, the trickster. You know, you're definitely having some challenges. You know, that's crazy that that's coming out. You're having some challenges. That's being seen. You definitely reached a fork in the road. There's a big decision that needs to be made. And we're seeing the fox here. It's like this kind of trickster energy. But it also symbolizes that you will be moving on from this. Don't worry. I don't think that this is where your story ends. And I think that you're asking the right questions. You're starting to notice, you're starting to realize, this system is rigged, and I am getting the short end of the stick. Sadly enough, not a lot of people realize that. They get so stuck in their survival that they forget to ask those questions and be like, can I make a different decision here? Is there a way that I can get out of this? And the answer is yes. I personally am really passionate at helping people get out of the system and create a lifestyle that brings them abundance and, you know, be able to create their vision. That's like what Rainbow Harmony is all about, helping you to find balance and peace. This is you in a transition right now. You're in a transition, and this full moon, this is what needs to happen. Before you go out and look for another job, what you need to do is you need to step back. And you need to ask yourself, what kind of lifestyle do I really want to live? What are my natural gifts and talents? What do I enjoy giving to others? Or, like I was asking somebody earlier today, what is the medicine that you have to give this world? Because we all do. We all have gifts. We all have talents. And I always remind people that money flows where your energy and passion goes. So whatever you're the most energetic and passionate about, what you're good at, like money is gonna find you there. So maybe the lifestyle you wanna live is like having a fancy car and like a mansion and like being rich and stuff. But Money doesn't always solve problems, you know? I used to work for people who were extremely wealthy in Los Angeles. And the funny thing is that all of those people had jobs, not because they had to, but because they wanted to, because they had a gift they wanted to share with others, whether that was doing makeup or acting or working on cars or building things, you know? It's time for you to ask yourself what your gifts are. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, that's such a luxury. I just need to make money. Well, yeah, you're going to have to start at the bottom. You're going to have to work a shitty job so that nights and weekends you can come home and you can work towards your goals. You can build the business you want to build so that you can offer some type of product or service out into the world that's more in alignment with you. Yes, it's a bummer that you weren't born into wealth or that you didn't have a trust fund. And yeah, some people are born into that situation, but that comes with their own set of problems too. You've got a lot going for you, and I'm getting the message that you need to realize that if this situation keeps repeating over and over and over again, you feel stuck in a loop, then what is it you need to do differently this time around? Because getting another job is not going to solve the problem. If you don't have a college education and you haven't really built any skills, you're going to keep ending up with entry-level position jobs, and they're all going to be shitty and you're going to be taken advantage of. So you got to break that cycle by building some skills or getting education. If you don't want to do college, if you hate college, that's okay. You don't have to do it. Sometimes to be in the man's world, you got to play the man's game. So sometimes having a degree can help you like leverage yourself into another situation. But you don't have to do it. You don't have to get a degree. You can self-study. You can build skills. You can mentor with somebody. You can, develop something. You can invent something. And so once again, it all comes back to what's your vision. So I would suggest you make a vision board for yourself. Maybe go on Pinterest or like make a collage on your phone of like your ideal lifestyle, where you see yourself in 15, 20 years or something. And then ask yourself, okay, what's the first step? What do I need to do first? Get that vision clear as you can. You don't have to have all the pieces of the puzzle together. Just get that vision clear and then go out and look for your next job. Because if you go out trying to attract a job with this energy of I'm a slave, I need money, the desperation, we've all been there. I've been there, okay? Don't worry. Times have been rough lately, right? With the pandemic and everything. But take a step back. Empower yourself. That way, when you go out and get a job, you make the job work for you instead of you working for the job. Because if you know, I want to build motorcycles and open up my own shop and, work with people who are like really into racing and like get into that industry and maybe be featured in magazines. And, if you know that you want to do something like that, when you go out and you get your next job, it'll be a tool for you instead of you being a tool for that job. When you get your paycheck, you are able to buy motorcycle parts. You're able to start saving to open your shop. Nights and weekends when you come home from the job, you'll be pumped because you're like, yes, like I have my support. Now I'm gonna, work on supporting my dreams. I'm gonna use the time that I'm given. I'm not just gonna watch Netflix and scroll on Instagram and and eat fast food and drink and stuff, You're like, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna hustle towards what I want and create my vision and use the time I'm given, So it's just changing the perspective. That's what happened to me. I was working a shitty job, and what I started doing is I started waking up early and creating a vision board for myself, exercising, eating healthier, and working towards my goals. So I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything. I'm still a work in progress, but I understand where you're at. Your guides are saying you're going to be a success. You are capable of achieving success, and your story is going to be so much cooler because you'll be able to tell people, oh man, I was hardly paying the bills. I was like totally being taken advantage of. I was a slave to the man, and now I'm making the man work for me, What you're stuck in right now is uncertainty. Once you make up your mind and you get clear on what it is that you want, all the doors open. You know, that's the power that you have. So if you stay, sometimes we're afraid to say, this is what I want, because it seems too big. It seems too far out of our reach. It seems impossible. So first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the support comes. So just embrace this. Yeah, you're gonna be advanced in life. Yeah, you're gonna advance, you're gonna have success. Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of anxiety right now, so be easy on yourself. Maybe you don't need to, all these questions and things I'm presenting to you right now, don't worry and think you gotta figure it out overnight. Just know this is what needs to be worked on so that you can open doors, or else you're gonna be just walking around in circles. Passion, yep. Figure out what your passion is. I have a feeling that your passion is just something that's like a really big dream. That's why you kind of were just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to give up on it because that's like a pipe dream. But it actually isn't. There's a reason that you have the passions and the dreams that you have. It's because that's your path. That's intended for you. Also, they're telling you make friends with people who have the same passion as you. That actually really helped me in this journey with tarot. When I was like learning and trying to get my channel started, like I made friends online with other tarot readers who were starting their channels, and we did readings for each other. We gave each other business advice. We talked about, you know, the issues we were having. It was just like a really great support group. I used to work in the fashion industry. I did the same thing. I made friends with other people who were trying to get a job in the fashion industry. So we would come together and we would make collaborations and projects and pitch our editorials to online fashion magazines. And we were trying to hype stuff up together so that we could. So they're saying opportunities are going to come to you through friendship, through other people. Yeah, and they're like, look at it more as an adventure, you know? This life, somehow you were born into kind of a shitty, I guess, kind of situation, but that's actually a lot more fun than being born into privilege. Like, it's a lot more cool to see, like, these are the cards I was given. Let's see what I can turn this into, you know? Working from the bottom up. I mean, get hungry for what you want in life. The answer isn't going to come through some job. Maybe you need to create a job for yourself instead. But yeah, don't quit your day job. You know, find a day job where you can just go and put your head down and just kind of work, get that bag, get that cash, and keep working towards what you want. I also feel like you might move. I don't know if you're going to be living where you're living for a long time. Maybe you move. I think I see you moving west. But don't think that the move is going to be the answer. Wherever you go, you take your same shit and problems with you. You change the scenery, but not the situation. But sometimes the move can give you like a fresh start, you know? So as far as your answer of when you'll be able to find the strength to get this new job, I don't think you're going to find that strength, until you sort this out, create a vision board, and kind of make a plan. You need to create a master plan for your life. Just something, anything to stir up the energy and momentum and get yourself kind of going in a direction. Don't worry if you're making the right choice or if you chose the right path. Just do something, anything to get that energy going. I think that's when you're going to be able to find the job. I also see love coming into your life. I don't know if you're single or what's going on, but there's somebody who is either coming in or who's around you who is going to be a source of inspiration for you. Sometimes like meeting somebody and falling in love is like really, really great inspiration, because you're like, wow, now I have another person to consider. I want to be the best version of myself for them. You know, I want to impress them. I want to be the best for them. And so then maybe there's someone coming to help you forward too. You're never alone. The universe always sends someone. This is the Queen of Wands. Perhaps this person's coming in fast. They're around the corner. By September, there's going to be potentially a new job offer for you, or at the very least, you're going to be able to find the strength to start looking for jobs. So maybe take this summer to just start playing around with that idea of, what are my passions? So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. All right, so who's next? For those of you guys who just popped into this chat, I want to say hello to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you just want to hang out and watch the readings, that is totally fine. But if you're interested, I have spots open. So just type in the chat below. My assistant is here to help you guys with your order. You can ask one question and we'll pull some cards for you. And I still have spots left.
B.
So B is next.
What is Mariano in my life to teach me? Is he meant to be a love interest?
Ah, okay. So what is Mariano in your life to teach you? Is he meant to be a love interest? It's actually a really good question. Is this the one you're talking about, John? It's funny because my husband, my assistant here, was reading through the questions to like help me write some of them out so I could keep a list. And when he came across this question, he's like, "This is a good question." And it's funny because I feel the same way. I think you asked this question in such a beautiful way, and like I love how you're more curious about this. Like I can tell obviously that you really like this person. Maybe you're hoping they'd be a love interest, but I love how you're open to whatever is meant to be in this situation. And you know, that opens doors. That kind of perspective is just beautiful. So I would like to kind of indulge this a little bit and see how does you didn't ask this, but I kind of want to know, how does Mariano feel about you? So let's just start there, okay? Okay, so I feel like based off of these cards, I'm kind of getting the sense that Mariano has been a little hot and cold with you, or been like a little bit in and out of your life. Like it hasn't been in like a ridiculous way. It's not like he's playing games or anything. It's just that might be why you're asking, like, what's going on here? Like, what's the intention? Like, what am I supposed to learn from him? Because he has flirted with you. He's shown interest in you, but then he disappears sometimes. I kind of sense this is because there's something going on behind the scenes. I sense that there's a third party situation here, that he has an ex or a baby mama or something like that. I don't know what's going on. It just kind of seems to me like there's a person that he was very much tied to romantically for a long amount of time, and there's a certain amount of responsibility there. Like they could be dividing assets, they could have lived together, maybe he got really involved with the family, something like that, and he's been trying to detach to that and move forward. I get a sense that, oh, so you're saying correct. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm sensing here, is that he's trying to detach and like help. He wants to be single again and he wants to like move forward, but it's like kind of shifty, like with the obligations and responsibilities he has. He wants to be a good guy. He doesn't just want to be, it's from your side. Oh yeah, I feel you. It's okay. Yeah. Anyways, he feels like you've been really good to him. And he currently he's like he feels like he screwed up his chance with you, almost like maybe in the past he had a chance to pursue you romantically, but now it's like too late. I don't think he's given up on it, but yeah, I just feel like it's been a rocky start for you guys. But by rocky start, I don't mean it's like been drama or something. It's just maybe the timelines haven't lined up, and yeah. Well, you guys are soulmates. Look at that. I haven't seen this card all day, and here it is. So that's a big sign. You guys, and I'm getting chills too. You guys have a really, really deep soul connection. I mean, he cares about you. He definitely cares about you. Yeah. I feel like because of the stuff he has going on, you have been like, I need to like love myself first and not chase after this guy. So you haven't been like confessing your feelings to him and running after him and being all thirsty for him, but like secretly you carry this torch for him. You played your cards well, I have to say. And ironically, it's kind of made him want you more or desire you more. Yeah, he's very, very drawn to you. He thinks you're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I don't know, I'm not getting a sense he's attracted to anybody else. You guys are opposites attract. You have a yin-yang connection. You just fit so well together. When you guys have a conversation, you're finishing each other's sentences. Like, you guys agree about everything, you have the same interests, and and this will happen fast, like within the course of 5 minutes. It's just like bang, 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 fireworks going off. And I definitely feel there's been physical reactions you guys have around each other, like the butterflies and stuff like that. But I also sense there's a lot of peace, like just a melting or like kind of a dissolving into each other. A lot of peace. That's how you know. Like when someone's the right person, you don't feel a lot of anxiety. You feel peace, and I'm sensing that here. So, yeah, let's see what are you meant to learn from this person? What's the purpose here? That's a very personal thing. I think that's something you're going to need to kind of define for yourself, but we'll entertain you here by just seeing what does the tarot have to say. Soon bliss. Well, I personally feel like something romantic could happen here. It has all the ingredients for that, and perhaps these eclipses and this retrograde is actually going to set you guys up for success. You know, these eclipses in this retrograde season has been clearing like all of the blockages. I think in 2022, like it's gonna be like cuffing season hardcore. Like everybody's gonna get a boyfriend. Like I feel like Oprah being like, you get a car and you get a car. It's like you get a boyfriend and you get a boyfriend. You get a soulmate, you get a girlfriend, you get a partner. Like literally, it's gonna be going off. Because these eclipses have more of a long-term effect on people. So you're not gonna see anything happen right away. It's going to feel like we went through all this bullshit for nothing. But 6, 8 months from now, it's going to be popping off. And I think that I don't know if he's got the baby mama, whatever situation's going on, but like that's being cleared. And your personal situation's being cleared too. Space, I just get this feeling that space is being created for this relationship. Soon bliss, that does make me think that you guys are going to have the opportunity to explore this relationship sometime soon. And I always see soon as usually in the tarot, like it means kind of like within the next 3 to 6 months. So appreciation. I think they're just telling you appreciate the time and what this relationship has been so far, and maybe show him appreciation because he might not know he still has a chance with you. So I would say a really great way to approach this connection is whenever you see him to like send some gratitude, appreciation his way. Like, oh, thanks so much for reaching out. Like, it's really great to hear from you. I always love hearing from you, or something like that. Or, compliments, like telling him he looks really nice, things like that. Like, just little subtle things. You don't have to thirst all over him or chase after him. I don't think that's your style anyways, but little comments like that. So, you're kind of hinting, I like it when you come around. I want you to reach out more. Like, give him the green light. You don't need to be playing so hard to get with this guy. I feel like you like him so much that you're like kind of shutting down around him. So they're telling you just to let this be natural and tell him how much you appreciate him. You don't have to tell him your feelings. You can just say like, oh, I always love it when you come around, and this is telling you need to take the lead because he still thinks that maybe there's not an opportunity here. Like, see, remember this? I feel like I screwed it up. You're so good to me. I screwed it up. I feel like I've lost you forever. He kind of, for some reason, feels like he lost his chance with you. I don't know what that's about, but I'm definitely getting this message that you need to take the lead here just for a little bit. He'll get the hint and then he'll start coming around more and then he'll take the lead. But you need to kind of, open up to him a little bit, show some appreciation his way. So I think his purpose in your life is, you guys are just saying, this is a treat, appreciate it. This is someone who's here to adore you, send you good vibes, be kind to you. There's good energy here. Maybe you're going to get to discover this purpose a little bit more soon. So let's see if there's anything else I can get. I want one card that will just sum it up. Oh, worthiness. Look at that. You're worthy. You're worthy of this connection. You're worthy of this person. You know, maybe the one thing that's pushing it away, I'm not saying it's your fault, but it could be that you like kind of have placed this person on a pedestal and are thinking like, oh no, like it's weird. You guys both feel the same way. Maybe this is how you feel, how he feels. You guys need to both realize that you're good enough for each other. I love that. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next person here. Gotta shuffle my cards a little bit first, though. So who's next, John? For those of you guys who just pulled up here, I still have a couple more spots left. Yeah, actually I have 3 spots left. So if you're on the fence, feel free to get a reading. No pressure though. Sometimes I go live for free. I have a ton of free content on my channel, and I have free content on TikTok. I do daily readings on TikTok, so we got that too.
Crystal's next.
All right, so Crystal.
I know I want to be an entrepreneur, but I have many interests and I can't choose where to start. What business do you see me starting? I'm very creative.
All right, dear. So you're very creative. You're an entrepreneur, and you have a lot of interests. You just don't know where to start. You're wondering, like, what business do I see you starting? You know, maybe sometimes other tarot readers and other psychics might be able to be like, you know, you're going to be you know, a musician, you know, and I can definitely do that too. But I think it's more helpful for you to kind of define that for yourself. You know, I will indulge you. I will entertain you here by pulling some cards and giving you an area to look at. The one thing I can say from my path, because I have the same thing. I like fashion, I love singing, I love makeup, I love tarot, I love life coaching, I love helping others. I like surfing and swimming, and I've tried so many different paths. And what I will tell you is to just pick a path and start there, and don't feel that you only have to choose one thing. Because I actually have a couple different businesses I'm running. And my husband actually has a